Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Green Cactor, and today I'm going to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of pay-to-play versus free-to-play. Now, pay-to-play is where you pay a certain fee once a month, usually $15, where free-to-play is where you can download and register for free. There's a cash shop in which you can buy merchandise like cosmetic items, wardrobes, potions, etc. Now, the original idea behind free-to-play was that they would only sell cosmetic stuff. There was no swords of 1,000 truths. And people go crazy over these cosmetic items because we love customizing our characters and, we want them to fit our liking. Myself included, I go crazy over microtransaction cosmetic items like in APB. Like, there's so much character customization. Now, let's look at a pay-to-play game like World of Warcraft. You simply play once a month and you get all the content and everything. Now, there's an optional expansion, but fuck my phone. Now, I like pay-to-play more because I spend money every so often. In free-to-play games, I find myself easily spending $100 through $200 a month just on cosmetic items alone, and I hate it. In the past, we've had free-to-play games come out where in terms of graphics and gameplay and lore, they just aren't on par with pay-to-play, but we're starting to see the free-to-play games get on par with the pay-to-play market. So, for example, we have Vindictus, we have Dragoness, we have APB, we have PlanetSide 2, we have Global Agenda, we have all these games coming out, and games already released, and in terms of content and graphics and just everything, they've essentially they're starting to become more and more on par with the pay-to-play market. And I feel like the reason why more and more games are going free-to-play is just because it's so easy to get destroyed in the pay-to-play market. For example, we've seen DDO and Lotro go free-to-play when they used to be pay-to-play, and we've seen their numbers increase by over 300%. So, it's clear that free-to-play is easily a viable market. Diablo 3 or Guild Wars, where you simply pay a one-time fee for the box. Now, and, yeah, you only pay a one-time fee for the box, and you don't have to pay again. Now, there are optional microtransaction things like, clothes and things like that are only for cosmetic reasons, like I said. Now, I believe that's a really good compromise. I really like that, but I just don't see game developers doing that just because, I mean, in free-to-play, there is no risk. There's just, well, unless your game looks like this. But we've seen games like DDO and Lotro go free-to-play, and we've seen the success increase, like I said. It's still possible to be pay-to-play and be successful, even if you don't have the 10 million players WoW has, but it's very difficult. Now, we have Rift, which has gained over 1 million subscribers, and it's a pay-to-play game, and it's been out for, I believe, 6 or 7 months now, and it's still going very strong. The amount of things to do in the game is just crazy. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that free-to-play is good, but only when the items being sold aren't pay-to-win. Also, I believe that, we've seen games like League of Legends and, all these games, and they just do amazing. We've seen DCO go free-to-play, and ever since then, their account number has, increased by 300,000, and we're seeing that, all these things about free-to-play, that it's a viable market. But what happens with free-to-play, which I've noticed, is that hacked accounts and scamming issues really don't get resolved. Usually the game masters don't really care about hacked accounts or scamming, and I believe that's one of the reasons that free-to-play is disliked so much, other than the graphics and gameplay used to be not on par, but we're starting to see them get on par. So I believe in maybe 5 years from now, free-to-play and pay-to-play games will be exactly on par. The only difference will be pay-to-play will have a better staff, and so I think people will still go for the pay-to-play game. A while ago, there was this statement by Sony where they said they don't imagine any games going pay-to-play after Sweater, and I disagree with that. I think we're going to see a lot more pay-to-play games, but I think they're all going to crash and fail. Now, Sweater, I think it's going to be really successful. I think it's going to have roughly Rift's numbers, but I don't think it's going to be the WoW killer. That's my opinion. If you disagree, that's completely alright. Keep in mind, this is all just my opinion. Now, we have just, we have so many good games coming out, like Guild Wars 2, Sweater, WildStar, and we really don't, we all assume they're going to be good, but we really don't know. And so, the thing with free-to-play is there is no risk, like I said. So, I guess in the end, it really is, a question of taste, but I think in the future, we're going to see a lot more free-to-play games. And I like it and I hate it, but, what are you going to do? Alright, thanks for watching, guys. This was Green Cactor, and I'll see you later.